I think we already had a Ranger Orb, though. We've got it. Oh, we've got a boss mob! I should have actually switched these out, but we're good with this. It's weak versus death, strong versus water and wind. Okay, and it uses water and wind. So let's go ahead and we will start with... We're going to start with actually normal shield. Because we're going to get probably burn on it from our big guy. We're definitely going to spore you. Reduce your attack. And we're definitely going to do fire claws. Okay, so it's burning. It's got thunderstorm. Yuck. It's got 2 attacks as well. Deep freeze isn't too bad. So you guys are going to basically be our shield boys. You're going to be doing mass restore, which is going to keep his status effects in check. And we're going to have them be boosting up, and you're just going to keep clawing into his face. I think claw is going to be the best thing. I'm curious. I'm guessing that's poison? I really don't know what that little skull icon is. It's weak versus it, whatever it is. But we don't have any abilities that have that symbol on it. So, I really don't know. So, let's go for... Oh, it's got chance to dodge magic attacks. Not a chance to dodge physical attacks. It just has reduced damage from them. So, let's go for... Let's see, claws versus fire claws. I think we'll just go for claws. It's basically going to be the same thing. We just have more chances at crits and better combos. Yeah, you think you're tough, don't you? Shield. Remove the status effect. Mass restore. And they got rid of the important one. So let's go fire claws and see if that does a little bit more. If it gets crits, it does. So we are fighting a freaking unicorn, by the way. That does not escape me. More mass restore. I'm just trying to keep them topped off kind of situation. The other two are just building up their big charge attack, so if we get them down low, we can just finish them off. A killin'. I'm guessing that's... Oh, it's a note to something. I'm trying to remember what it is. But, yeah, it sounds familiar. A Kirin is what they called it in Final Fantasy VI. So, I think it's that kind of same thing. So, that's kind of a cool little thing. It's Japanese lore, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this guy really... I don't think he's going to be able to overcome our defenses here. Unless he's able to get a lot of status effects on us at once. Which he just tried to do. Which is definitely something. I think we're going to be able to restore from him before he does it again. So... Because our restore only gets rid of 1 on each character. We're not level 30 yet. Where we get the access to the 2 restores. So, yeah. Yeah, and he does keep doing that frosty thing on us, which really, really is slowing us down a little bit. Because it's reducing our ability to throw out big attacks. Because, see, we're having to do a lower claw here. And he has evade now? Yuck. So I think if our shields are up high enough... Yeah, I think our shields are high enough there. I'm going to have you do a sustain so we start getting buffs as well. And I just looked over at the stream, and apologies if the lightning is a little bit awkward for you guys. On my screen, it doesn't flash near as much, but I was noticing in the Twitch player, it's a lot worse. So maybe if you have some kind of epileptic issues, don't watch this part. I might actually put a warning in that, but I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but I did notice it flashing out of the corner of my eye just now. So it is distinctly possible it could. Just as a heads up. I don't know if we have an option to actually change that. Do we? Yeah. We can't in the middle of battle, at least. So, mass restore. You are going to do a second sustain. Just get the rest of our buffs on us. There you go. And more fire claws. So now we're fully buffed up. We're ready to be fighting this guy hardcore. Yes, I have 2 monitors right now. I have a bunch of really cheap monitors. That's how I'm able to do it. I don't have, like, really good, like, I don't have 4K monitors or even 1440p monitors. These were, I want to say when I bought them, they were $90 each. and they are 1080p 60 FPS monitors by Acer. So yeah, they're not exactly high-end monitors, but for the most part, whenever I'm observing the stream on the side, I don't need something that's like super high resolution. And frankly, I don't play games higher than 1080p anyway, usually, so I don't really have a need for that. I would need to invest in an upgraded setup anyway to play modern games any higher than that. I only have a 1080 Ti. So, I mean, it could, but it would be chugging to do recording at the same time. Because, yeah, RTX tends to handle that a little bit better. So, we already have Spore on him. We don't need more shielding leaves, so I guess we just keep with the pattern. But yeah, I have a monitor in front of me and a monitor to right of me. I could hook up my TV to this as well, but at the same time, I wouldn't be able to put it in a position where I could actually look at it while recording, because I would have to turn basically in parallel to my shoulder to actually look at it, because I have a shelving unit to my left. And I have monitor in front, monitor on the right. If that makes sense as a description. I got this open box sale, super discounted, right as they were going to be launching the next gen cards soon, so I got it really cheap. I actually bought it as a complete system. This is back whenever the video card prices were spiking as well. So you could get a complete system. Like, price gougers were charging at the time, like, I want to say $1,200 or $1,500 for a 1080 Ti. I got my entire system for $1,700 because it was a complete package. And I had saved up for years to get that. So. And that's why I can cover newer games, but even though I do tend to favor a mix of games, both low indie titles and big name titles are both on my lists. Let's see. Do we need a mass restoration, or do we need to do an attack on you? I think we need to do an attack on you. Let's go ahead and drop a spore on you anyway. Oh, it missed. It dealt a little bit of damage, though. Fire Claws. I'm surprised he didn't put more status effects on us. But believe it or not, I actually do play Diablo 2. Well, I don't anymore, but I do have Diablo 2 installed on my laptop. You want to guess how much I paid for my laptop? It was like, I think it was $60. Because it was discounted, it was discontinued, discounted, put on clearance again, put on clearance a third time, then thrown in a back room, then corporate further clearanced it. And I found it back there, and I scanned it. I'm like, huh. Same thing I did with, I got an all-in-one for my mom, and that was about the same price as well. It's just, it never sold because it wasn't a piece of crap. It was just a piece of crap compared to what was released at the time. So for browsing the internet and stuff, it worked great. I mean, it works as good as some modern laptops for that. Just because that's what it's designed to do. But I need to do some work on the laptop because the casing is cracked. And I need to reattach it properly. And one of the ports is janked up. And on the all-in-one, I actually need to just format it and reinstall Windows. Because it corrupted, and I just haven't gotten off my ass to do that. She got a new all-in-one, and it's like, okay. There's no rush on it. But I do plan on restoring that one so I can use it as a stream monitor. So, yeah. Because they're low power draw. Which makes them ideal for that. Okay, so Ice Storm, yay. They're really determined to freeze up my skills here. Let's go Mass Restore. Just get some of that stuff off of them. Oh. The all-in-one I got my mom doesn't have touch screen. That would make things worse if I got that for her. Just putting because she'll touch the screen, but she won't actually be wanting to click on something. She'll be pointing at something. I've kind of almost broken her from that habit, but still. I haven't seen her do it in a while, though, so maybe she doesn't do it anymore. But no, I don't recommend touchscreen all-in-ones anyway. The only time all-in-one I'm referring to a desktop all-in-one, not a tablet all-in-one. My laptop is... It's not even a my precious situation. My laptop is like... It is one of those things you drag out of the bottom of the freaking lake at the end of the year kind of situation. It's like, is this a body or is it a thing? It's definitely not something good. I want to say it's a Lenovo, though. So it's actually an okay brand. I don't even know how old it is right now. I would actually have to go check. Like, as far as its age. I'm in my mid-30s. Is probably about as close as I'll say. Because too much more detail than that opens it up to doxing, unfortunately. That gives you a good, like, 8-year window range. So... And as much as I like to trust my viewers, I don't trust necessarily the people who aren't talking, if that makes sense. Because, yeah. For every person who comments or replies, there's like 10 people, at least, who are just watching. And I've already had an issue where people found me on Facebook once, so that was fun. So, anyway, this guy's almost dead. He has been a very long battle. Let's go for... Oh, we got 16 turns on that. 4 stars, though. I can sound deeper voice if I really want to, but that's also partially my mic. My mic has a little bit of a... It picks up the upper range a little bit better. I don't want it to sound like Riker or anything like that, because I have a feeling they actually boost their bass a little bit. You ascend to Keeper Ranger rank, new items. Although there are people with that kind of voice, so I don't know for sure, but... We got... I think we just got a rank up. Ranger Keeper or something like that, or Keeper Ranger. That's going to raise it a little bit higher. We don't have a way to get through the, like, swimmy areas yet. So, there's not really too much we can unlock there. Did we get a Phantom Elephant by any chance? Inventory... doesn't look like it. We didn't get one of the Elephantums, or whatever they're called. So, that's not going to be a good thing for us. Let's go see. Left. I have lived at home before. I have lived abroad before. If people actually did find out about me, they'd see I technically, according to the government, and according to most of the search engines, live 3 different places. So... Because I get mail at different places, depending on what it is. So, that's where I live right now. Let's see. Malaysia. I actually have a lot of friends from Malaysia and Singapore, believe it or not. So, it's cool. And I didn't expect to fight these guys, because I wasn't paying attention. So, we're going to go with Fire Claws on the big guys. Shields? Let's see. Leaf Slash, maybe. Actually, let's go with Shielding Leaves, because these guys are going to do a lot of damage. So, we'll burn everything down. Oh, have a good one, Adam. Yeah, that is pretty late. Worst case Ontario here. I have thought about expatriating to Canada. I've had that discussion before. Have a good night. Let's go ahead and do some more shields with you, because you're getting hit by stuff. And I'm going to do Fire Claws on the front guy. And Spore on the front guy as well, because we just want to do a little bit more damage to him, make him feel the love. He's resistant to magic, so that's not going to do a lot of damage to him, but we want to actually also reduce his attack power, because we don't want them punching through our shields quite as much. Let's go ahead and go with... we're going to do Fire Shields. I keep forgetting that I have that, which is probably a bad thing to forget, honestly, because we could have actually been having burn on this guy the entire time, and been adding it to the other ones as well. So let's go with a Mass Restore, because that's going to be a lot better. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this does have... The combat music is just identical, unfortunately. So we kind of have to just deal with it. It kind of sucks, but... Let's see. Mass Restore or... Let's actually do a Spore on him. That should actually finish him off. Just get him down. For some reason, the music just kind of blends into the background for me, so it doesn't really do much. Oh. Okay, so, yeah. But the combat music, I have noticed, does get a little bit repetitive. Oh, yeah. There's a few games that I play where the music does get really kind of grady. But let's go for... Yeah, we're going to Mass Restore because we're on fire. But for the most part, I really like the world music on this. The battle music, I don't think changes. Unless it's like the bosses. At least I haven't noticed it change. So, of course, I haven't paid that much attention to it. It works good because it's the background. So, yeah. Mass Restore again. Just to top our shields off. You keep poisoning me, you gits. Eat a Fire Claw. Bear Claw actually sounds good right now. But what sounds even better is a apple fritter. And too bad, no place that sells an apple fritter is open anymore here. So let's go for Ignite on you to finish you off. That's going to be less damage, and it's going to provide us shields. So you are weak versus water, I think. Yeah. So he might as well just do as much damage as possible. Let's see. Yeah, in this game, it feels like there is a section that you're going to need a triple jump. There's a few sections that feel like that. Maybe it's going to be a minion, though, is one of the things I'm thinking. Because it very well could be a situation where it's like, triple jump, or we could have something that has a proper... As opposed to a help you float situation like the bird, a proper flight situation, if that makes sense. So let's see. Ignite. We'll just do as much damage as possible. And shielding leaves. We don't need any more extra shields anyway, but that's going to be our max damage one anyway. Claws. We probably should be doing him last, but Punch combo. You got punched to death by a seed. How does that feel? Oh, we got a Ninky egg. We already had one, didn't we? Yeah, we already had a Ninky egg. A Ninky Dinky Rinky Dinky egg. Because the fire thing I couldn't activate because... Okay. There is a... I'm going to go ahead and dodge these guys. I think we actually have one of the seahorse guys. I think he is... Let's go ahead and come in here. These guys... Oh, that's an earth orb guy. But... Yeah. We actually don't have a ranged fire one. So, yeah. The only one that I know of that actually has a ranged fire one so far, I've been actually looking through them because I do need to get one to unlock stuff. And, yeah... Oh, that one has proper flying. But, yeah. Oh, they all have flying. That's just a thing. But I think the goblins are the only ones I've seen that actually have fiery shots. Like, ranged fire attacks. So, yeah. And we haven't encountered anything far enough along to really... Because we still have, like, half the monsters to go through. So, actually more like probably... a third, maybe. And there's also the whole upgrade classes. Like, right now, the only upgrade one we know of for sure, if we come into the Monster Journal, is going to be Mothra Boy here. And he has Ignite, but he's not ranged. So let's talk to you. Seems like you had success once more. The tower has been raised again. However, we need to get even closer to the Eagle's Sun. I have a feeling the Saboteur is hiding up there. There's another lever out there to drain the water in the aqueducts if there's still too much water. Oh, so oh god. This is journey back down again. So that's going to lower that one. That's going to let us go through the other. Okay.